Hey guys, I told you I'm going to be sharing a series of videos, and one of the first ones I'm going to share with you is mainly why I felt like I had to start doing this now. Back in 2013, I was having pretty bad migraines, and they did an MRI and found out that I had a benign brain tumor. I was very upset to hear that, and you know, I got set up to see a doctor here in town, and I made the appointment to go see him on a Saturday. And when I went to the appointment, the office was closed. And a few days before the appointment, I had received a call from them, but I thought they were just calling to verify my appointment. I'm like, I already know about it, obviously, I'm gonna go. So I go, and they're closed, and with my husband, he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. And I have the paperwork that they sent me to fill out, and it said Saturday, so I was upset, and I started crying. I had already been waiting like 3 weeks to see this doctor to find out what's gonna happen with this brain tumor. Am I gonna die? What's happening? But it took a minute, and I calmed down, and I said, you know what, God, it's your will, not mine. This is what's supposed to happen, because you're the one writing the story. So I just went home, and later on that day I got a call from my cousin, who started telling me, you know, what doctor are you going to see here? And you know, I let her know, and she was like, you know what, I have a friend that used to work for that doctor, and she was saying that he's not that great of a doctor, that you should try to find a different doctor. So I was like, thank you, God, for intervening. I missed that appointment. It was what was supposed to happen at that time. And I decided to call Kaiser and tell them, you know, I don't want to go to that doctor. I want to go to one of your doctors. So they sent me down to LA, who I started seeing a radiation oncologist. And when I went to see him, he was like, you know, this tumor is not in the bestest of spots for surgery. It's in the bottom left side of my brain. He did tell me it was close to some nerves that control my facial functions and features, and there was some other stuff there. You know, he's like, it's small, let's go ahead and just do what they call radiation surgery, where they shoot radiation directly to the tumor and kill it. Hopefully we won't have to deal with it anymore. And at that time my baby was only 11 months old, and I'm like, I can't have a major brain surgery. I just had a baby, like, he needs me. So I opted for the radiation at that time. And every 6 months I'll go and have my checkups, my MRIs, to make sure it's staying the same. You know, the last 4 years it was fine, and last year I didn't go because I was going through a lot, and I was just like, all these MRIs are probably not good for me anyways, and everything's been okay, I'm not gonna go. But this year I was like, okay, let me go and check, make sure everything's still good, because I'd been having more pain in my face. I felt like it was getting a little bit worse. So the last MRI that I went and did about a month ago, my doctor told me that there's some new growth on my meningioma, and she sent me to LA to go see the neurosurgeon out there. And he had told me that, you know, I'm young, and I can do more radiation to it, but who's to say the radiation is going to work? If the more radiation you do to it, it builds more scar tissue. You can't remove it. It can continue to grow even with the radiation, which it already has done. They don't really know the pathology without having a biopsy, which doing the biopsy, you might as well just do the surgery because they're cutting your head open anyways. So he felt like it's the best option for me to go ahead and do the surgery. At this time, I do feel like it's probably what I need to do. I mean, because the best road is not always the easy road, and if they can just cut it out and get it over with, you know, take as much out now, then that's that much less I have to worry about later. But it's a scary decision for me. I definitely am leaning towards doing the surgery. I have put it off a little bit because my husband just started a new job, and I'm trying to wait for him to get within that 90-day period. So that's kind of why I haven't done it yet. And plus financially, it's just really hard. Obviously, everybody knows. I mean, I'm going to be out of work for a couple months, and yes, I have sick time, but my job currently is commission based, and you know, we're gonna have to save a little bit so I can drive back and forth to LA, so when this surgery happens, he could come and see me. You know, I really don't want to be worried about money. I don't want to make it about money right now. I'm just kind of telling you guys about what's going on with me. So yeah, that's just one of the things I'm dealing with and thinking about lately. So yeah, alright guys, thanks for listening. I'll be sharing more updates as they come. I have another doctor's appointment on September 11th, so we'll see what they say.